Alright, this is part 2 of our tutorial. In this section we will start using MGS Composer to update the screen design and generate the code and use the simulator. You will find the Microchip Graphics Composer option here. If you click that one, if you select it, then that will launch the Microchip Graphics Suite Composer tool, which is what you see is what you get Designer. So this is how it looks like. You could. This is a 720p screen that's portrait, so it may not fit in your screen, but you could zoom in or out. So I'm using my control key and scrolling down, and I could see the entire screen here. The composer consists of different sections. You have the screen tree, which shows the various widgets in the current screen that's being previewed. So here we have a background panel, which fills the background here with white. You have some images, like the Microchip logo, the Microchip Graphics Suite logo. We have a button here that is used to take user input, and some labels. All right. When you select a widget on the tree, it will show the properties on the right side here. So the widgets in MGS Harmony, they're very configurable. So you could set the size, the position. You could also drag it here in the preview screen, or you could set the specific values and settings through the object editor. For example, I want to change the size of this fill, the background. So I could just resize it here, or change the value from the object editor. For that change. You could also copy paste. All the error functions are available. The quick start application for this device has two screens. So if you go to the screen tab here, it will list all of the screens. You'll find home screen, which is what is currently being shown right now. There's also the help screen, which is this screen. So the tabs here will let you select the previewed screen. In the screen's window, you can select which screen will be shown first, the default screen. So you could set that by selecting setting the startup option. All right. Yeah, so there are also other widgets that you can use. The toolbox provides you a list of widgets that you could just drag and drop to the screen. So for example, let me add a new text. So I could just use a label widget there, right? If I need to add a new label, then I have to assign a string to that label. So I could go to my asset manager, go to strings. Right now I have all of the strings here, as you can see. So I'll just have to click plus here. Hello world. We have some fonts that are already pre-selected and preloaded in the application. I'll just use those. Alt font here. So now that I have a string with this value and the font assigned to it, I can now see that in the string option for the label. So I can select hello, and it will show hello world. The object editor for the label allows me to set the colors, the background fill. So I don't want this gray background fill. I'll just remove that. I'll set the alignment to center. So now it's centered. Maybe I want to change the color. I click scheme, And these are the color schemes that have been already added. I'll just reuse one of those. So this one has a green text. Okay, so I'll use that one. Now I have a green text, hello world. To find more information about how the widget is colored using scheme, you can just click this question mark here, and it will show you which scheme color are used or is used to draw the different sections of the label or the widget. All right, now that I've added that, I will go save and go back to MCC. Now, to generate the code based on the changes that I've made to the Composer design, I can click the Generate button in the Resource Management tab and click Generate. So when it generates, it triggers Composer to generate the design source files, right? And then those get automatically added into the project. So if you go to projects here, go to source, go to graphics, go to legato, generated. This is where all of the generate code is added. All right. So now that we have regenerated the design with the changes that we made in Composer, we are ready to build it. So to build for the target, for the SAMA7D65, you could go and right-click. Let's make sure that we have set the right tool chain. And let's use the latest DFPs and the latest XE32 version. Click OK. All right, and then do a right-click, do a clean build. So once the build is completed, we will find the Harmony bin that we can now copy to the SD card and boot the updated application. All right, so let's go to the directory. Okay, so the quick start. This is the SAMA7D65 application examples repo that we have cloned earlier, and you can navigate to the project, which is this guy right here. Click on the .x directory. You will find the dist folder. And inside there, you will find the Harmony.bin. So this Harmony.bin you copy to the SD card, and with the boot that bin that was included, you can now boot that example with the changes that you made to the design. So that's the process of developing the graphics application and testing your changes on the actual device.